Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today is the video where I set up my monthly trackers for the next month, but also I share with you all the stuff coming out in my shop. And today's a little bit of an exciting video, an exciting day, because all of this is available now, but there are some big things happening. So first of all of this is available both on Etsy, which everyone's used to, but also over on my own shop, amyplansthings.com. So go check it out. I have a blog over there. I'm moving all my printables over there slowly. So junk journal kits, stickers, and scrapbook papers are there now. I'm slowly moving over all the planner pages as well. Currently, as I figure out all the Shopify stuff and all the situations with selling in other countries, Shopify is turned off for anyone outside the US until I can figure things out. So Etsy is still available. All right, but the really, really exciting thing is I have never offered physical products outside of my patrons. And today, for the first time, I have a limited launch of stickers available for purchase on my shop, amyplansthings.com, as well as my first ever washi tapes. I am so excited by these. These are my best-selling printable sticker design that I hand drew, and then I turned them into washi tapes. So this is Daisies and Bumblebees, set of 5 washi tapes, and I have a video from earlier, if you didn't see it, that shows off all of these and uses them in a creative journal spread. So I'll link that below, but these, to be completely transparent, I only ordered 50 of them. I gave 10 away at Go Wild. I gave a pre-order set of them for my patrons, and it seems like this is going to be pretty popular from the response that my patrons had. So these probably will sell out fairly quickly, but don't worry, I was just testing this out. If it does sell out quickly, like I suspect, I will do a reorder because I had no clue how much to expect from this. So I only ordered 50, right? So you can check out the video. These release today at 9 a.m. So set that alarm if you want to get your hands on them. And the stickers that are launching as well are on my site, and those are limited. I am not printing out every single sticker set that I come out with, and I'm only printing the ones that I want to and in small quantities. So check them out. I don't know when or if I'll restock certain ones, but I just wanted to offer a little bit more than just the washi tapes at this one little time. Okay, now that all the shop talk is done, let's look at these and then get to decorating. Okay, so we have our monthly trackers, which I hand draw every month. And then we have the junk journal kit, which I curate commercial clip art and put it into this whole thing and create all the stickers and all the pages and all that stuff. So let's take a look at the junk journal kit first. The junk journal kit is self-care themed, and it has everything you need to do some fun crafts with it, put it in your journal, do an art journal page, whatever you want. So it comes with this little foldable envelope folio item. And by the way, this month is self-care themed for this one. So then you also get some envelopes, some smaller envelopes, and these fold like this. You fold over the tabs and can create a fun envelope. So we've got 2 of those. We've got some cards. We've got some tags. And then we've got some extra ephemera pieces and a whole bunch of pockets of different types to put in to your journal or planner, or if you're just creating some fun art journal page. All right, then you have 3 sticker sheets. Well, since this is a printable kit, you can really print them out on anything. I prefer to print these out on paper because we've got the pockets and things. I prefer to print these ones out on sticker paper. You can do what you want. But we've got all the stickers, 3 different pages of them. Did I grab an extra set here? Yeah, okay, put that aside. This one, and then 5 scrapbook pages. So here are the 5 pages. By the way, if you love both of these kits and you're looking at printables and things, the best option for you is to join my Patreon, because you get a screaming deal by getting both of these printable sets every month for $20. So that is huge, because this full bundle kit as a printable is $21.50 on my website. So if you know that you want it every month and you want both, go join my Patreon. You also get a suggest and vote on themes, which are these themes, and my patrons suggest and vote every month, and then I hand draw them and create these kits for you. So we have stickers, 10 pages of stickers, monthly trackers and planner pages, and scrapbook papers. So let's take a look at the trackers and scrapbook papers, or trackers and planner pages first. This one I've printed out on A5 sticker paper for myself. So I print it and then cut it to this size, and this is what we're going to use today in my little bullet journal. But let's take a look at all of these pages. All right, this is the cover. I love the little hummingbirds and roses theme. Such a fun theme. A goals page. The mood tracker, all sorts of roses to color in. Habit tracker with 8 spots to track habits. A step tracker. Water tracker. Sleep tracker. A gratitude log. 30-day challenge. Workout log. Self-care bingo, this is my favorite one. Notes. Month in review, and a little quotes page. All right, and then the planner pages. We've got a June calendar. Then we have some different layouts for planner pages. These are undated because as printables, you can organize pages in the Adobe Acrobat app and move things around, duplicate pages. If you only want vertical layout, you could copy and paste it and change, your PDF to have exactly what you want. So I do 4 different layouts, and then they're undated, so you can change it as you'd like. So those are all the layouts. So there we go on the trackers. Now let's take a look at the scrapbook paper and then the stickers. All right, so scrapbook paper, I'm using this one because it got a little ink bleed, so I'll be using that one. But my Happy Mail patrons will have perfect sets. But we have like 5 or 6 plain patterned scrapbook papers, and then 4 to 5 themed scrapbook papers each month. So these are all of the papers for the month. And then we have our stickers. So I have 2 kits, and you can get these separately as well as printables. I have a few sets of these stickers available physically for this launch, just a few though. So there's a journal kit, which is 6 pages long, and then there's a decorative kit, which is 4 pages long. Each one is different. So patrons receive all of them when they're at the Printable Pal level or above. Sticker Club, Happy Mail Enthusiast, and Custom Chronicles get Happy Mail each month. Those are currently full, but if spots open, they go quickly, so keep your eye out. All right, here's the journal kit. We have some hummingbirds and roses here. We have the functional stickers here with some days of the week, the date stickers, and the calendar. I always keep it 1 to 31 here because you might use these stickers for a different month, so you'll want 31 stickers still. So just FYI, that's why it never changes away from 31 right there. All right, we've got 2 sets of box stickers. These are designed for your journaling. They will not fit, any specific planner. All right, we've got a few washi tapes, some sticker ephemera, and then this is the decorative kit. So we've got a rose bush and some roses, and then hummingbirds and roses are set up to be flipped to make it easy for your Dutch doors in this decorative kit. So you can put one on one side, cut it, and then put one on the other side. Here are all the hummingbirds that are also flipped. So that makes it super easy for Dutch doors. And then the flowers without the hummingbirds here are also flipped. And then we've got the rose bush with all the hummingbirds around it. So that is the kit. All right, let's get started and decorate my bullet journal monthly tracker pages. So I have been using this one. It is from Archer and Olive. It's an 8x8. A5 works well with A5 notebooks or the 8x8 notebook. And this is how I started in February. I should have started in January. I was still using it in a disc-bound notebook in January. So then I changed over in February. But this was March's. This was April. And this is the current month of May. So you can see they all kind of have a similar, you know, like layout in terms of how I do it, but they all look so different with their different themes, and I love it. Okay, so first I need to decide what order I'm putting things in, because that will help decide how I use these. Okay, I'm not going to use the planner pages in here. I am just going to use the monthly trackers. By the way, planner pages are not available separate. They're only part of the full bundle. So that's the only way you can get the planner pages. All right, so we're going to have these here. I'm just going to stick them inside so that I can do this. June goals here. Yeah. Okay. I kind of want the habit tracker and the mood tracker to be on the same page. And then step tracker and workout log on the same page. I have not been using the sleep tracker or the water tracker lately, but I did use them for a really long time. Gratitude log could go with that one. I'm not going to use the 30-day challenge this month, but I will use the workout log. Self-care bingo gets its own full page. And then these can go together. Okay. Got an idea. Let's just figure out which order it goes in. Here we go. And then these two. These two. Self-care bingo has been getting its own full page because I put in the little boxes and stuff. Here, let me show you. I put some journal prompts in here, and you can do it in another notebook if you want to, but this month I'm trying and liking having it like this. And I did one of the journal prompts so far and put it over here, and I'm going to write down the journal prompts on this page as well as notes about the things that I complete, like when I did it or who I did it with, things like that. So like if I'm going to show a friend I appreciate them, I'll write down who that friend is and what I did, or how I practice self-compassion. So having these little boxes to like put notes on about what I did, pretty fun, I think. So I'm going to do that here again. And then we will do it like this. Okay. So now we need to make sure that the Dutch door is not smaller than the printed stickers. So if you look, we're just going to be flipping back and forth for a minute. If you look here, I have this here, and then this Dutch door starts after the month in review. So we're going to start by putting the month in review down and go from there. But first, it's a little bit, I still have stickers stuck to this. It's a little bit longer than the page, which I always have some extra space on these pages just because you don't want to print all the way to the edge because things will get cut off. So it's easy to trim down. So we're just going to put it here and then start our Dutch doors from there. We do need to grab some washi tapes that kind of match the color scheme as well. And the hardest part is peeling the full-size sticker pages when they're not cut out for you. Okay. All right, so that's what we're starting with, and that's how far we can cut on these pages. So here's my washi tape, all from Planny Thing, and we are gonna color match some things and pick out some colors. So definitely want some peach type stuff for this. It's a little too dark. Green might be nice. Blue might be nice, but might be too much. Do I have a super light blue? That one might be okay. We'll pull that out just in case. We're gonna have a lot of pages. I need different colors, or we can repeat colors. Or we just go a whole peach type thing. Let's see what other peach things I can pull. I do have, if we go a little darker, we could pull these ones as well. I've got this, but it's like the grid over here, just slightly different. They're probably too close to both use. Let's see, I have another drawer. Okay, this one's messier because it's not totally full. This one's more pink, but maybe. And there's daily grind stuff here, other washi tapes. Okay. We're gonna go with that for now. By the way, if you want to shop Play Anything washi tapes, they're great. You can buy them one by one, and they're really nice for your base washi tapes. Code Amy10 will save you. Okay, so this one, I want to use, I think, this one on it. So let's go ahead and grab my paper cutter. And we're gonna, if we're doing this on the front or on the back, I'm also gonna be using it on the front because I like things to kind of have balance and match. So I'm gonna cut out 2 of these right now, about yay big, and I can cut off all the excess when I'm done. Okay. So I don't know exactly where I'm putting the paper yet, like how I'm lining it up. So I'm gonna tape here to get this down, and I'm gonna put it right here. We'll trim all that in a minute. I'm not gonna bother with doing any of it right now. I think actually this scallop tape might be really nice with it to just line it up. Let's see. No, I don't love that. I want a lighter tape with this one. Grid is always nice. Yeah, I like that much better. Okay, so we're gonna do it just like this, and we're gonna leave it here. We're gonna trim things towards the end. Okay, I'm gonna start laying down papers over here so I can do the Dutch doors before we cut everything. So this one we're gonna have to trim down. Some of these we are gonna have to trim down a bit on the edges, but we are gonna make do. Okay, so my question is, do I actually want to pull this over a little bit? No. Okay, next up, we just used that. Let's use the darker one with the scallops because that looks nice. This way or this way though? No, not the scallops. I'm unsure about exactly how I'm going to use the scallops. Let's use this one, and I'm going to put it right here. And this is where we start doing fun Dutch door things. We are going to have some hummingbirds and roses coming over the side. Let's see, so as I'm doing this, self-care bingo can really go wherever it wants to. So I'm not gonna worry about where I'm putting this hummingbird yet. So I'm gonna put that there, and let's get a rose on the page 2. Like that. So then when we cut this, we can put the matching ones on the other side. All right, I have a little cutting board here, and I have a new gyro cut. I've used the same one for over a year. It's finally time to use a new one. You can get replacement blades for it. I just didn't think of that and just bought a new one, but I should buy some replacement blades instead. But the gyro cut spins, and you can follow the path of the sticker to cut it all out like this. I do find on the curves where there's a sharp angle, you do have to lift up and recenter the blade and then start again. Otherwise, it will try to tear. Okay. I'm gonna turn this to try to get this little part of it. It's easier to pull towards you too. Okay. I'm not very good at cutting straight with the gyro cut, so I tend to trim with scissors when I can. All right, there we go. Look at that. Okay, let's go ahead and lay down the back side so that we make sure we don't use the stickers that we need to use on the back for something else. Okay. Move that aside. We're just gonna layer things up top in order so I know where they go. Lay all the sheets up there, I mean. Okay, so we're gonna do those after the Dutch doors. Though the notes page might actually want to. Though actually, I'm not gonna use the notes page the way that it's printed out this month. Idea there. I'll show you later. Because it's great to stick into your like planner if you're doing disc bound and stuff like that. But if I'm putting on here, I like writing on dots better than lines. So we're gonna fix that. Look how cute that looks. Okay, that's fun. We're gonna trim everything in a minute, as I said. Self-care bingo will fit when we trim it. Let's do a darker washi next. Let's do the grid. And we are gonna lay it down so that it's partially covering the previous washi. This is why I don't trim them, so that I can see where everything is really easily. Okay, we had this guy here. Let's put some down here. So let's use this guy, and I think we just need the bird on this one. I don't think we need a rose here, because we have a lot of roses going on. We've got these roses, we're gonna have roses everywhere. It's gonna look awesome. But I also have a lot of Dutch doors, and I don't want to have too many things sticking out. It is harder to go up with the gyro cut, I will say. Okay. So if you're new to Dutch doors, the easiest thing to do is just create some waterfall tabs. And the simplest way to do that is just lay down the washi strips like I'm doing and just don't add anything else. Just do washi down the side and it will look pretty cool. Okay. Here we go. So I am filming this and it is Monday before Go Wild. Go Wild is a planner conference. And so I'm posting this on the 20th. I'm getting ahead because I'm going to be gone. And I am just so excited. So excited. There we go. Look at how cute that is. So much fun. I didn't line it up 100%, so I just have a tiny bit of the white sticker to trim here. There. All right. So then all of these we do have to trim down to make them fit, but they will work great. And this one, yeah, we're gonna make it. This one will go here, this one will go here, I think. And I really actually like this. It's not quite the right color, but I'm going with it because I like the kind of scallop feel. Before I decide on that, let me just check what are the other things. Yeah, gratitude log, I always make my own way. And then, yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay, so this one, I always check where my Dutch doors are. I did up here and down here, so we're gonna do kind of in the middle right here. All right, so I put that one down and I want this hummingbird kind of above it. I will say this gyro cut seems a little jerkier than the other one. Maybe I have to get into it again because it's a different one. But we'll see. We'll see. I might try getting a replacement blade for the other one and see which I like better. Maybe the model changed or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'll practice with this some more. It does take a lot of practice. I will say that. I think this way. Doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, so now let's put the rose down first, which went where? Which rose is it? Did I choose a rose that doesn't have a matching one? Probably I did. Let's just see. Oh, no, I stuck it down over here because I lifted it up already. Okay. Losing stickers everywhere. Look how cute this looks so far. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the next Dutch door is going to have the problem of we've already got all this out. So we're going to have to go up here and try not to cover over this hummingbird's face. And I think what we're gonna do is use the washi tapes we've already started using. So I want to go with this one. And then on the front, we will do the darker grid washi again. And so I'm covering over quite a bit of this washi tape because it's thicker, and I'm trying to be aware that I do need space in this. So I'm trying not to take up too much space there. Okay, we're gonna not do a hummingbird on this one because we want to save the hummingbird for the front Dutch door. So we're just gonna do a rose, and let's have it face this way. I think that'll look really nice. Okay. Super, super cute. So as a reminder, if you missed it at the beginning, I'm starting to move all my printables over to my website, Amy Plans Things, and you can grab everything there. Etsy is still open because that's where you can get the printables if you're overseas right now, and it's got great organic search, so I'm not getting rid of it, but I appreciate if you can choose to shop at my website because it does save me on fees. So it just helps me out a little bit. So much flipping the notebook around, huh? I'm getting so excited for Go Wild, and by the time this video posts, I'll be back from Go Wild and I'll be working on content to show you guys how it was. It is my first time going to this planner conference, and I'm just so excited to meet everyone. I've been getting to know all these people online for the past 4 years and have only ever met one planner friend in person. So this is just like a long time coming. All right. Then we do want to use the last hummingbird, and I think we still want to put them like right here. So where did he go? Here. Let's get a little rose too. So we're going to use these here. Yeah, that'll still work. Okay. I'm going to trim the white space around his beak, if I can. Cut off a little bit of it, but you get the idea, just so he can be going into the flower a little bit. There. And this is the last of the Dutch door pages. And then we just get to organize and set up the monthly trackers. How cool is that? Okay, getting there. All right, this is so fun, you guys. Let's go ahead and get these stickers down. So starting with this one. One full sticker page used up, woohoo! All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try to trim his little beak again. So I can just do that. All right. This we're going to put here and then put a strip of washi there as well. Okay, so we're going to go here and here and then do the sides on this. And then which washi strip should I use? Let's go ahead and use the scallops. If it looks okay. Let's take a look. No, I like grid washi better with it, so let's just use that grid washi again. The only reason I wasn't doing the grid washi was because it's right next to other grid washi, but that's okay. All right, let's trim everything up. What is going on here? There we go. By the way, you can totally use scissors for cutting your Dutch doors if you want to. Even on the sticker parts, it just will require more moving your notebook around and take a bit longer. But you could use a scissor like this, or you could use a smaller scissor that can get more detail work done, like these. These are really sharp and tiny. Those I got from Journal Say, in case anyone's looking. So after I cut all of these, we're gonna lay down all the trackers. It's really easy to get them onto the page. And then just do a little extra decoration to pull everything together since we have all these stickers and things. I do also want to round the corners of the pages. As you can see, the notebook has round corners. So when I can, when there aren't too much other things like around the corner of the page, like stickers making it weird, I do like to use my corner tool to cut the pages. Sometimes the Dutch door gets in the way of it, but I think on this spread mostly I should be able to do it. Maybe not on this one. I might have to cut that one by hand. All right. So corner rounder is totally unnecessary, but I like the way it looks. So I just go in and punch the corners with whichever one of these I'm feeling like. I like this center one a lot. I have found punching it upside down like this makes sure that I line it up properly. Okay, this one I don't think is gonna fit. Yeah, see, that doesn't fit, so we'll cut that one by hand as well as that one and try to make them match. Okay. Good enough. Not quite perfect, but you know, a little bit of rounding. There we go. Look at those Dutch doors. Those are so fun. And now we'll go ahead and put things down. So what I'm gonna do here is, I love this quotes page just being on this front cover. I just think it's always so fun. So I'm just cutting this out and seeing if it's gonna fit like this. And it does, woohoo! There we go. Okay, clearing everything a little bit more. This one I'm gonna have to trim down because I have to fit it with this guy. So I'm gonna cut a bit closer with all of these. And then less close on the other side. Oh, I said less close on the other side. There we go. Said something, then immediately forgot. Okay, so the question is, do I put it up like this and really cut this out and they're kind of layered over each other, or move it down? I think I want to trim this spot really, really nicely. This is when these little scissors come in handy. I don't love using the gyro cut on paper that's free from a notebook because it is easier to fussy cut like this. And it is easier to do this before you've taken the sticker backing off. Okay, I think that's all I need a fussy cut. Let's see. We lay this here, yeah. Their wings are just slightly going over each other right there. That looks good. Right there. Oh, that's so cute, you guys. Okay, moving on. We've got our goals and our gratitude log. Gratitude log I'm gonna set up. So I always do that a little bit differently. So when you print out this, you choose your size. You can do A5, big happy planner, classic happy planner, mini happy planner, or daily grind planner. Or if you have something different, you can always use the print settings, use the big one, and say print at whatever percentage you need. That works as well. But, oh looky, we need to lift that guy up a little to make this fit. Okay. But you'll print it out and it has cut marks so that you know where to cut it if you're putting it into a planner. It doesn't really matter if you're using the sticker paper because you're just going to cut it to whatever size you want and stick it in your notebook. But for planner pages, it comes all ready to go. So you can just cut to size. Okay. We're going to put this one all the way up because the gratitude log label is going to start at the top. So we want it to kind of match. We'll have a little extra space there in a minute. Okay, gratitude log. This little thing is great for in your planner and stuff, but I like setting it up on my own because I do love making things my own, even when it's already my own creation. I don't know, guys. Okay, so we're gonna put this right here and use the little date stickers. I like putting them here and then using highlighter to make the lines. So first I just need to count if I have 15 of every other dot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I do. I can start one lower than I did in the count. Great. All right, so then I just take these and I'm going to start it here. Now you can totally use tweezers for this if it's helpful to you. For these small dots, I've used tweezers. Had this one person really interested in me using tweezers, and I'm just putting it out there that some people don't like tweezers. There's a tactile thing of playing with stickers, and I love it like this. I did use tweezers the other day on these tiny letters that I literally could not pick up with my fingers, but that's kind of the only time that I'll use tweezers. We all have our preferences. So yeah, that's why you don't see me use tweezers often. I just like picking up the stickers on my own. I feel like I have more control that way. All right, centered, like here, going down for 16 through 30. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And this is the longest page to set up just because I'm putting down all these numbers. I find the gratitude log and the self-care bingo are the most important pages in this little notebook for me. All right, there we go. Do we want to add some highlighter? If we do, this blue would go nicely with that. Let's see, do I have a little bit of a darker blue? I put some stuff away for Go Wild, so not sure if I have the exact blue that I need right now. I could just do 2 layers on these to make it a little darker, and I could do that with these ones too because they're similar in color. Let's see. What would the kind of peach color that I choose be? You know what? Let me go grab my Go Wild little pen case. I'm just bringing a few pens to Go Wild. Let's see what I chose and if that'll work. No, this one doesn't. Maybe it works. Yeah, I actually like that. Okay, I'll need to remember to put it back in there in a minute. And this is more pink than like kind of that beige peach color. So I think instead, this is a different one, but this might actually be more of the right, oh, that's more pink too. Reaching across my table to pick up pens, that's very pink. That's more in the right thing. Okay, so those are what we're gonna use. And it's easier to draw downward, so I'm just gonna do that and do kind of 2 lines to make it thicker. Right, and then this one, I'm gonna lay down a couple layers and then just one layer. And then a couple layers. And then just one layer to make this one a little darker. So these pens you can get into like as a pack on Amazon. The mild liners you can buy in packs, but individual colors, if you want specific ones, you can get at like stationery sites or places like Michael's. So stationery sites would be like Stationery Pal, Journal Say, things like that. Sometimes have a good selection of individual mild liners. All right, there we go. Later, ooh, I want to thicken that one. It just looks a little thinner than the rest of them. There. Okay. Later I might add some lines underneath, like dotted lines to show off each section, but I'm not going to do that right now. All right. Next up, we've got our habit tracker and our mood tracker. I think this way. So again, trimming it down since we've cut the pages down. Okay, and I'm just gonna put it right there. There we go. All right, next up, the mood tracker. This one we're gonna have to cut a little more closely because of the little hummingbird over there. Because I'm not quite sure where I'm placing this yet. So we'll just see if that's enough to fit it in or not. If need be, we'll lift the hummingbird up just like we did on that other page. Yeah, I think we just lift his little tail up a tiny bit. There we go. There we go, and actually I think I can make it fit without covering over any of the rows if I just trim off some of the white part of the sticker. There we go, look at that. Okay, perfect. All right, we've got habit tracker and mood tracker. And now step tracker and workout log. Which way do I want it to go? I think I want it to go this way. And I'm wondering something, actually. I'm going to cut these two parts out separately because I might flip the way they sit on the page. Perhaps. Put this up here. We'll see. Just for spacing purposes. All right, like what if we do it like this? Or do I just still do it like this? Let's trim that even closer and take a look. Or put this down here and do it like that. idea forming. 1 second. Okay, which one, if I put it straight up like this, goes to the tail, the 24th? There we go. And then I can just write the step in there. Okay, making it work. There, I have a little bit of space. I can write smaller that day. Great. And then let's just put this here and we'll have a little extra space up top to do something so that this is together still. Okay, so if we did that, maybe we try to line this up with that, which means just trimming around the rose bush here. There. Yeah, that'll look good. Great. All right, next up is self-care bingo, you guys. This is my favorite one every month. We're just gonna put it here and have a page of journaling over there. I need to trim this side, I think. And then trim this so I can put this up as far as I can to the top. Okay, I do need to trim this side too, or else it's gonna go over the center, which is not a problem if you occasionally have stickers go over the center, but if all your stickers are going over the center, it's gonna get really thick right in the crease, which is hard for the book. Okay, then, yeah, that fits. Okay, we're just gonna trim right there to make it fit a little bit easier because it was right up to the edge of the washi tape. Okay, now can I keep it straight? Perfect. All right, we're gonna come back and decorate this last once I get all the pages down because we just have notes left. And what I had mentioned was I just want to use this stuff and have my notes on dot grid this month because I like writing on dot grid better. So we're gonna do that because why not? I can. You can make it however you want it. Perfect. Just a tiny little piece I'm going to try to trim. There we go. And then, yeah, let's use this in the corner like it was set up on the notes page. You can use the notes page for whatever you want, especially the printable. You could just print it out and use it as like a to-do list or brain dump page or something like that. I personally in here use it as a space to write down stuff about each of my kids. Funny things they said, milestones they hit, you know, all sorts of stuff like that. Just a little memory keeping page. And then this is more about like things myself, what I'm most proud of for me, most challenging for me, you know, that kind of stuff. All right, this page, we're just gonna do a lot of stickers. First, this we're gonna fit stuff in because it is smaller. So we're gonna do some smaller stickers there like that. And then maybe leave that blank. We'll leave that blank. And then we're gonna use some stickers and just make a bunch of little scenes, layered boxes, not scenes, to have places to fill in about the self-care bingo. And even when doing this page, I'm looking at symmetry, so I use these 3 sizes of boxes. So I'll be using those 3 sizes of boxes down here as well, following a similar pattern. Okay, and then we have a little empty space. I think it might be fun to do a little layered thing like that. And then down this way a tiny bit. Like that. That just kind of fills it in. Then you have this space to write in as well. And it's great. All right, so these are good. This is good. Here we could put a little bit more. So why don't we do a little decoration? Like, this is kind of what I wanted to do with these stickers. That's why this little bird has its feet here. I'm just trimming. And then he's gonna be sitting right on the G. And I need to trim off a little bit of the sticker around his beak too, so you can see all of the T. There we go. Look at that. That's so fun. Okay. Then we're just gonna get some of the other birds and florals in here just to fill this space up. That fits nicely there. Just getting some little flowers in here to fill that gap. All right, let's see. Here we can fill something. One thing I like to do is grab one of the washi strips just to put in here, just to kind of fill that space. So we have a little bit more space though. So we're just gonna do it like that. And an easy way to tear washi is to get a hard, straight edge of some kind to put there. I'm just gonna leave that space there, that's fine. We're gonna put something down here too. And again, it's okay to leave some white space. And then we're gonna leave this one like it is. Okay, so I think that's everything. I've made a mess of my desk. As a reminder, all of this is available now. Well, in an hour or so, if you're watching this right away. This is extremely limited. It's on my website, amyplansthings.com. So go grab it. If you miss out and it sells out really quickly, I will reorder, so nobody fret. I just ordered very minimally to test this all out and try something new. So good luck getting your hands on it right away. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching and supporting, and I'll see you all next time. All right, bye.